we're actually just jumping straight in to the first match. We're here in the top 8 with Grimm on the blue team and 13 Aiden on the red team. And as you notice, we've got different gods here. Steve, what's going on here?
Yeah, so for this one, we kind of wanted to do a precursor to the God Creator DLC that's coming out very, very soon. And so we
What's the
decided,
date, Steve?
yeah, November 30th is our tentative date we've set here.
Which is
Yeah,
next this coming Thursday.
That is the date.
that is the date,
So
yes. So
this coming
Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah,
we've got our second major DLC releasing,
yeah.
which has some awesome stuff included in it, and we're getting a preview of this in this tournament. So we've got this map, Centrifuge, has 3 custom gods. So none of the original gods are allowed on this map, but we have 3 custom ones. We're seeing a mirror match of the god of fortification between our 2 players here. And Steve, what does this god do?
Yeah, this god is a fun one because it gives you a chance to upgrade. That's their god ability, so they can upgrade their attacking ships, and you'll be able to take your ships like from lasers to torpedoes. And it'll be it's a fun way of trying to use your advantage and use your ability to make strategic decisions. Fortification is also a fun god because you get a chance for a bonus ship on moons, and every 10 kills will give you an explosion. So they're more of a strategic god compared to the other 2, but it's a very fun god to use.
Yeah, definitely the upgrade ability is very strong, allowing you to upgrade your ships ultimately even into battleships here. And so I'm sure our players will be activating those abilities as soon as they're ready here. Blue off to a slight lead here, though. It's still too early to tell. Grimm, though, pushing in, taking over this red planet. There is an asteroid belt, so we should expect asteroids to come around, unless it's been changed around 4 minutes. Here we'll get our first asteroids, and there's even a buff unstable star in the center here.
Yeah, the map is based on Centrifuge, or is Centrifuge, just with custom gods. And so most of our competitive players will know it and love it because they play it very often.
Yeah, so we've got kind of 3 big orbits here that are offset from each other. And a lot of planets around them, some of which have no moons and will be definitely very useful for power here. But other ones like this one that's being thought over has its own moon for production there. Both players have upgraded their fleets here. I'm not sure we caught that moment, but both abilities were used here. There's really no reason to wait with this ability.
Yeah, most of these abilities, I think, except for Transfiguration, I'd probably burn as soon as you get them.
Yeah, Grimm snatching up that planet as Aiden comes in to maybe try to retake it here real quickly. Red actually crawling back into this from a slight disadvantage early on to definitely an even game here. And actually, Red has slightly more territory right now. Just looking down at the mini map, those bars around the edge show how many ships you have and how many ships you kind of can have in your fleet, which is dictated by the number of planets you own here. So all that to say that Red's doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will say making the gods was a lot of fun because I made 3 initial gods, and then I jumped in every day and I played with a bunch of competitive players on the beta, and we kind of refined some of the gods. We removed gods and we added new gods, and it's really fun. God Creator allows you to to make these gods real time with your friends and to test them out, and that is probably the coolest thing about it is you get instant feedback on the gods with their abilities and passives, and it's just a lot of fun to test out.
No, yeah. Unlike Map Creator, when we released Map Creator, it was been a very powerful tool. But one of the biggest suggestions we got about it was making it a multiplayer. People want to edit maps together, and one of the exciting things about God Creator is you can the editing. It can be done either in single player or in multiplayer in real time with your friends. So definitely something that's very social, and we know that there are a ton of fun powers here, whether you want to make a balanced god and actually compete with your friends, or if you just want to make Thanos or whatever, and make some super OP stuff. All is fun, right?
Yeah, for
Aiden,
sure.
yeah, Aiden pushing the advantage here though. Been trading well in a lot of these fights. Grimm upgrades again. Aiden surely is about to do the same as well. Once it gets to an own planet there.
The first asteroids have appeared.
Oh, and now our asteroids are out.
Yeah, Grimm is in the disadvantage, should be trying to secure one asteroid, maybe can even make a play by mining one, stalling out the other. But if I were Grimm, I'm just really trying to not lose my asteroid, and by whatever means necessary. I know there's power shenanigans. If you actually look, I think on the minimap, the asteroid is not actually within red power right now. So, yeah, as we can see, there's no power. We're watching Aiden right now, and so Red's actually locked out of that. Though he's going to try to go for this planet to unlock the potential to stall at that asteroid. Grimm needs to hold Aiden off here, get that asteroid. It's almost mined here. Can Aiden come in, take this planet, get the power drones, and then go after the asteroid? We'll see. Grimm here fighting with everything. Grimm losing a lot of territory here. Aiden swarms in to get that asteroid. Grimm cannot lose this asteroid. It's about to be mined here. Grimm needs to solve it, and Aiden gets the asteroid.
What a
Taking
steal.
both asteroids here. Disastrous for Grimm here.
That was a wild
Aiden.
steal. I didn't think they'd be able to get the power to secure it.
Yeah, surely I thought that asteroid was going to mine. And now here comes Aiden with all these powerful ships. Grimm not out of it is actually, has still a significant number of ships, but it's definitely looking rough here after that. Grimm could, hope for a slip up here, maybe some good power plays to stall out this, maybe set up for the next pair of asteroids to have enough power to contest those. But really, if we look at the minimap here, Blue's being pushed back to the home base here with no other planets and actually is at fleet capacity here. So unless Grimm can push out here, it's pretty much over. And as I say that, Aiden comes in with all these ships to the Blue home base here.
Blue team has
Aiden has to be careful because of power. You don't want to get your power cut. Splitting forces is a good idea.
Yeah, Grimm here trying to stall, trying to cut power here.
They have tons of ships on other planets. They could do a quick...
Yeah, Grimm still
recon.
has some ships, desperately trying to use those to, cut the power here.
Grimm also
Gonna
has
be forced to go
upgrade.
back to the home, otherwise that mining drone is gonna get to the center of the planet here. And in only a matter of seconds, it will be over for the Blue team.
Grimm could
fighting
upgrade.
desperately.
Not doing it though. I would do it and take any little
Grimm's
advance
probably
you
too
can.
panicked to even think about the ability right now. There's 4 seconds before that home base falls. Of course, the timer is stalled here, but not for much longer.
Oh man.
Blue team has
And
been-
Aiden will be victorious here. Good match to start off the tournament with, and we'll be excited to introduce those other gods as players pick them. But we're just going to be right back with the next match. I know everyone wants to play that, but all the gods have been tested and should be definitely viable here.
Yes. They're
Yeah.
all a lot of fun and viable, and I would like to see more mix-ups, but we'll see how it goes. This is an interesting one because a lot of predictions for Nicknoknope to do pretty well here, if not win the tournament. Redacted's already won a tournament, so this should be a really good match.
No, yeah, and it is rumored that Redacted is washed. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about how Redacted's been playing. I know Redacted's been around for a long time and is a very good player. But Nicknoknope off to an early lead here. Redacted fumbling the bag on some of those early ships here, trying to expand their territory. Nicknoknope's already gotten one of these middle ring planets. I'm not sure if it's special production. It's too far away for me to see. But we have Redacted moving in for this point defense. Though Nicknoknope not allowing this to happen. If Redacted gets shut down here, needs to get this planet before Nicknoknope can come in and contest. Not sure what Blue's power is looking like, but I'm guessing it's on the table. Actually, it was not. It was slightly out of power, which is good for Redacted because I think Nicknoknope could have crushed his hopes and dreams there. Just having more ships right now and more territory, Redacted needs to kind of come back here. Luckily, because Redacted's down a little bit, that god ability will come up a little sooner. So maybe can leverage that brief time of having cooler ships before Nicknoknope is able to equalize there. Still very early on, though. And now Redacted actually moving in here for a planet. Snatches that. Blue's going to take it back, though, not allowing that to stand. Though it's standing for a lot longer than I thought here. Nicknoknope being very meticulous about this planet takeover here. That one last turret was proving a little bit of difficulty here.
Oh, the quick. Oh, almost stole it.
Yeah, Redacted's doing a good job though, building planets in power here. You know, it's controlling about half the map right now, and has actually just equalized the number of planets with Redacted. So doing a good job coming back from that initial disadvantage there. Blue's still in the lead though, not by much, of course. In 2 minutes, we'll expect those asteroids to come out. Usually, players not wanting to commit too hard before those asteroids come out, trying to keep it fairly equal. Nicknoknope evacuating that planet as Redacted comes in here to clean up those remaining turrets there. Both players not wanting to have the other break into their side of the map here. We see just some brief attacks followed by retreats here.
Oh, there we go. Both players use
Nicknoknope upgrading. As a reminder how that works, basic lasers goes to heavy lasers, missiles goes to torpedoes, and you can even get battleships by upgrading heavy lasers and torpedo ships into their associated battleships. Definitely a lot of power there, potentially. So now, you know, we see those torpedoes already firing some shots here, mixed into both these players' armies. And maybe a few of those torpedoes hit Redacted ships because he is not doing as hot here. But still anyone's game here. Making an attack here. Nicknoknope coming in, cleaning that up. Redacted gathering forces and moving back to the home base. Nicknoknope making a play for this neutral planet. Has a lot of ships and wants to further this lead by taking these powerful neutral planets here.
I don't know if I'd have left that early, but maybe they're trying to protect power against it.
Yeah, I mean, Redacted's attacking on all fronts here, so
yeah,
hard for Blue to focus on that.
Oh, Redacted losing some ships to the void.
Oh. We can manage to get those Cygnus ships. Oh, but
not all of them.
Heavy lasers and some of those are torpedoes are flying into the void there. A little bit of some sloppy play there. Not gonna. Still 3 ships. I mean, it's hard to focus while Nicknoknope is attacking your bases. But those are valuable ships there that are being potentially lost to the void there. Got to be careful. Of course, there's a million things to split your attention with. Easy for us to sit here and say that. Redacted struggling with some power here as Nicknoknope pushes through this map. We see now Blue holding a lot of the map here.
Oh, just leaving a little too early. I hate to see it.
Yeah, Blue going on a rampage here, taking over these undefended red planets. Redacted able to upgrade again, but not early. Only on owned planets. Must go back to home here for a safe upgrade.
And you saw it, yep.
It looks like some battleships were now introduced to Redacted's fleet there. And now the asteroids are out. An opportunity to get even more battleships here. Redacted should aim for 1 asteroid. We'll see if Nicknoknope allows that to stand. Nicknoknope also needs to use that upgrade. Not seeing that the ability is charged here. Redacted... Nicknoknope getting both the asteroids. Redacted needs to get 1.
Can Redacted reach power-wise? Yes. Okay.
Redacted can definitely get the one closer to his home base here. But, the problem is Nicknoknope just has so many ships. Redacted needs to pull some power shenanigans here. Maybe distract Nicknoknope a little bit. Or come in at the last second to steal that asteroid. Gonna go in for the asteroid here.
Oh, there goes the power
Nicknoknope
cut.
Distracted. Oh. Can Redacted mine this asteroid? It looks to be about 60% complete here.
Nicknoknope's power range.
The other one
reach.
about to go Nicknoknope's way here. Other asteroid going to Blue.
All right, Nicknoknope's back in power, but not for long.
Oh no! It was about to be done, and now Nicknoknope comes in with this big army and steals it. Redacted not out of it yet, needs to stall. Big fight here for this asteroid. If Blue gets this, it will push Blue over the limit.
Oh!
Here it goes. That powerful resource being delivered to the blue team here. Nicknoknope will surely be able to use that to mount a powerful offense here. Redacted been down in ships the whole game, but is fighting tooth and nail to stay in this.
Nicknope still hasn't collected those battleships down the point defense planet.
Yeah, might be an opportunity for Redacted to go and murder them before Blue gets to integrate them into his fleet. Upgrading again. Many battleships here.
Redacted still not out of this.
Yeah, no, Redacted has an army of basically exclusively battleships here, which is very powerful. Has built a very powerful army here, and now the second pair of asteroids are out. No one going for them. Very much distracted by this constant power struggle for these planets. Nicknoknope snatching up one is going to go for the other. Other asteroids still neutral in the background here.
That could work to Nicknope's advantage if Redacted doesn't see it. He could focus on this one, then steal the other one.
Yeah, Nicknoknope in a position to camp one asteroid and completely wall Red from taking it. Sort of an attention game right now, though. What do the players see?
Lost control of their home base.
Nicknoknope, coming in, murdering all those turrets, but not sitting there. Gonna create some power issues for Red here. Asteroid still being mined by Red. Does Nicknoknope see it? Looks like he does. Going in there. Redacted debating whether to fight over it or not. Needs to contest it here. Knows that if another asteroid goes the way of Blue, it'll certainly be over. And it looks like it's about to get mined by Blue. Nicknoknope snatching up 3 asteroids to Redacted 0 here. Pushing the Blue fleet even stronger here. Certainly able to take the home planet. Will Nicknoknope commit for it? Or will Redacted be able to use power shenanigans to hold Blue back here? Nicknoknope going in for the kill.
Lost control of their home base.
Maybe we'll try splitting forces here.
Yeah, Nick's gonna have to split some forces and use that upgrade, collect those. All of his
both players can upgrade,
ships.
though. It's so chaotic that both are forgetting about it. Oh, never mind. Redacted, caught on to what I was saying, of course. So did Nicknoknope here. 100 ships in Nicknoknope's army there, I saw at that one planet here. Definitely a formidable force, and the most battleships I've ever seen in one of these armies in tournament. I feel like with all the upgrades and these asteroids coming out here, it's definitely a cracked fleet.
What's wild is that those other asteroids on the far side have yet to be mined or taken.
Yeah, it might go all the way to the sun here. As we say that, commentators curse, though.
So we've got 3 asteroids being mined right now, which is wild.
Yeah, any rock protectors in the chat here?
Yeah.
Or rock stewards, I mean. If you know what that is, type in chat. That's one of the OG
Redacted getting
challenges. One. Nathan, are you monitoring the chat?
As a matter of fact, I am. Sorry, I'm also preparing some little preview for after the tournament's over.
Yeah. No, Nathan's got a fun preview for after the tournament's over to show you guys of something he's been working on that you'll definitely want to see. Also, I just realized Nicknoknope playing for the Trine Pirates. My boys, go hard. I like those guys. Redacted as Stinky Bug. Anyways, it looks like we've got Redacted is still in this somehow.
Yeah.
I think just has been harassing these planets so much that Nicknoknope is scared to go for the kill. If I'm Nicknoknope, I'm just going to the sun. I'm camping that sun. I'm getting my bonus. I'm going in for the kill.
Yeah,
surely that would do it here. But
I think you have to at this point. Redacted's too resilient. You've got to just take the buff.
Yeah, you got
take the sun buff.
You got to take the buff and use that to crack the defenses here. Nicknoknope ignoring our flawless advice here and is going to go for the planet here, cutting off all of these planets. Red team has no power.
No power.
Gets their home base back.
Has lost control of their home base.
Have to split some forces.
Yeah. Red team has power here. Uses upgrade again. I don't know how much more you got to upgrade, but Here goes the timer. Will Redacted be able to hold off Nicknope here?
Team has regained
Nicknope bailing out again, and Redacted not that far behind in troops. This would be a crazy comeback after all this time if Redacted manages to claw back and equalize. And as I say that, it looks like it's going to happen. Somehow, Redacted went from having about half the troops down to staring down Nicknope's battleship-only army with like home base on timer every 5 seconds to now almost being equalized. And I hope it's not a commentator's curse, but I believe in Redacted here. That crying face, you know, maybe it's going to turn into a smile here, but Redacted will have to play flawlessly for this to happen. Another asteroid mined by blue here. Redacted dream here. One asteroid going to blue. Redacted mining one lower. Nicknope is been super great about these asteroids. I don't know if Red's gotten a single one. You know, maybe someone in the chat, if you've been really paying close attention, can let me know if that's not true. But Nicknope's been snatching every one of these asteroids, which just shows you how good Redacted's been doing in these fights. If after all these asteroids he's not dead, you know, that's saying something. Moving a lot of ships back to the home base here. Not sure if Redacted knows it or not, but it's got some troops waiting at home for him here.
Oh, lost power.
We might go to map collapse here. It's 13 minutes in. At 15 minutes, that star will explode here. And those definitely will shake up the dynamics here. Maybe blue is playing to map collapse. I mean, once map collapse happens, there's sort of no more shenanigans with power or anything like that. So, you know, kind of whoever has the most ships wins.
It's not a bad choice here. You've got about a minute and 30
it's
seconds.
It's easier than taking the sun, just doing nothing.
Yeah. Just keep
But
collecting asteroids.
has regained control
She's
of their
still
home
working
base.
this last batch here. Oh,
Yeah, Redacted, it's rough. The ship numbers are rough here.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Yeah,
Dang
once
in
map
though. Can he get the
collapse
asteroid? Asteroid about to mine here. Will it go the way of red? Or Nicknope get it again? Nicknope not letting any asteroids go towards Redacted here. Jeez. Redacted though, come on, are you going into the asteroid? You gonna stall it out here?
Oh, he might get it. He might. Yes. There
Redacted
you go,
gets an
Redacted
asteroid.
get one.
Nah, this is crazy.
I think Nicknope lost track of time because he was going for the sun, and you don't need it. 40
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, with all these upgrade abilities going off, all these asteroids, these armies are basically only battleships. This is crazy. Though, as I say that, Nicknope has about double the fleet size as Redacted here. And Redacted now onto very few planets. This looks to be the end.
Yep. Oh.
It's fighting to the last ship here, and now it looks to be over here.
Control of their home base.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Excellent
Not
play.
allowing us to go to map collapse, but just about. What a crazy match to watch. Great match. Great play by both players. Congrats on, Redacted stayed alive for so much longer than I expected there. Doing super well. Nicknope, congrats for winning. We'll be right back with the next match. People, I think, realizing how powerful this upgrade ability is. It's all, we've got another fortification mirror match. It's also, based on what I've seen, the easiest god to use out of the three. So, a lot of new stuff here. Could be overwhelming, pick fortification. But if you want to challenge,
It does have
if you
slow
want some
production
interesting-
speed, though, right?
It does, yeah.
It's definitely not without its downsides, although I'm not sure how that balances against the others.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think,
You know,
most of them
undead
have
are temporary,
production
but
speed,
upgrades
yeah.
are forever.
That is true.
Yeah, it's
Also,
just,
in the chat,
I
I'm
feel like
hearing
it's a
that there's
slower
some turkey
god.
reps.
Oh, nice. Got the
I mean,
turkey gang
it's
in
not
there.
slower if both of you are fortification, I see
I guess
Echo
that's
is
true,
rocking
yeah.
the
I
turkey.
don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see some turkeys. I love that cosmetics are super fun. And I think they're probably still in the store if you haven't seen it or want to pick it up. It's one of our unique holiday avatars that won't be around until next Thanksgiving. So if you're impatient, and want to show off cool limited time cosmetics, then definitely pick that up before it goes out of the shop.
Yeah. And I will say, Alec was here for all the testing, so Alec has had a good eye into most of the testing that's gone on with these new gods. So I guess that is a benefit of being able to hop in and play beta with us. When we're testing stuff out, you get a good front row seat.
Yeah, players off to an even start here. Classic, nothing too crazy so far. Just trading places. Blue does have a slight lead here. Also, one of my favorite. If you don't know this, like random Jack lore, that explosive. I forget what it's called. The explosive crown. The one that Blue's wearing. That's my favorite OG crown. Love that thing.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that way back in the day. You're like, dude, how am I going to design crowns that are cooler than the explosive crown? I'm already peeved.
It was a struggle, you know.
Yeah, those are good. I mean, look at this one Alex ran. I like that one too.
Yeah, I love the OG crown representation. You know, all the classic designs are still applicable even in the new age of avatars.
Yeah, first ability going off here.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. Second ability going off, but first one Blue's using here. Alec was able to use that slightly before. Now pushing in here on some of these planets. I don't believe that outer ring has any special production planets, so I think the vertical ring has. It looks like two of
Point
these rings.
defense,
The innermost two rings have these exciting planets. I think one has torpedoes, the other one has point defense. So definitely, we've been seeing players always go for the point defense early. Smart tactical decision to build up your defenses before your offense. That way you can win more fights just because you're not losing ships in the middle of them.
I'm not sure what Sandyea is doing back there. Maybe just
Probably plotting, it's like, oh, this red player's on attacking my turf. What am I going to do? And it looks like what he's going to do is hold this planet. Has a lot of ships at home. Could teleport back real quick. One turret holding off, the army. Surely won't last long here undefended. And it looks like Alec knows that and is going to take it over. But as I say that, cheesy egg, hopefully Sandyea attacks on the other side.
Yeah, this is one of the maps where I do think you really have to pay attention because the orbits are so different and you have so much verticality and it's truly a 360 battle. So spatial awareness and player awareness are really important things in this one.
Yeah, these players seem really evenly matched. We've got been pretty equal so far. Some swings here. I expect asteroids will be out soon. I see actually the first one floating in on screen right here. No longer on screen, but it's about to come in. Trust me, guys. If you see it, you see it.
Only those who know.
Yeah. And I'll be curious to see. I think both upgraded abilities will be able to go off before these asteroids come out. I think our first major deciding point in this game is how these asteroids go here, as it's been dead even otherwise.
The first asteroids have appeared.
Here we go. Alec upgrading his fleet for the second time. Getting some battleships in here. Cheesy egg doing the same thing.
Oh, I like this. Just go straight for it.
Yep.
Oh, no, what happened?
Alec, the asteroid turrets hold off
Wow.
Alec's army here. That drone beginning
All three
to
of them.
revolve here around that asteroid.
Oh,
Alec coming in, taking it. Is Cheesy getting the other one?
let's take a look.
No. Alec is getting both. Cheesy Egg also has been losing ships here. If Alec gets both these asteroids, it could spell swift doom for Blue here. Blue not allowing this to fall so easily. So Alec not letting Blue hold that. Cheesy Egg harassing both asteroids here, but
Trading some
Alec
asteroids.
quickly retaking them. Here comes Alec descending on Cheesy's ships here. Hopefully, Sandyea.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
See with that power, maybe do a power cut. Nope. So,
And Alec comes in.
oh, he's out of power.
Oh, no power.
Power, yep.
Suffering a ton of losses here.
Oh, that was rough.
That was the swing that Sandyea hopefully needed. to come back into this game here. Alec was about to run away with the lead here, and now Cheesy Egg gets that asteroid, both trading 1-for-1 here. And with that big swing based off the power, Cheesy Blue is back in this game. That's what we like to see here in tournament. Some good back and forths.
Yeah, the power cuts on this map, they're a lot of fun. Add a lot of strategy and variety for the players. But it does take a lot of awareness. They have to always know what's going on behind them.
That is 100% true here. Now, Sandyea on the offensive. For the first time this game, really pushing in, pushing Alec back. We're about to see the next pair of asteroids. Sandyea running through, murdering some turrets, but not actually getting that one. But, you know, it's okay. Alec upgrading again. Third upgrade so far, so definitely a lot of battleships amongst these fleets here. Alec mining that asteroid in the background. Alec mining both asteroids. Will Red be able to get both these? Alec on the back foot for the first time. Definitely behind on ships here. Needs these asteroids to come through. Cheesy Egg snaps up one asteroid. Actually, that's a lie. Does not.
Out of
It
power.
has no power on that asteroid. Alec, can Alec get this asteroid and come back to the game?
Oh, he
Gets
does.
his own
Oh,
last
Sand is
second.
upset. Yep.
Gonna run.
Oh,
with
Sand's
those
gonna-
ships there.
Oh, he should have. Yep, that was a good try. Alec pulling back in.
Did Alec get the other asteroid too? That would have been crazy. Might have. I'm not sure.
I think he got.
Definitely has ships now, whereas I did not have it that many before here. Alec back in this game after that, you know, scary moment where it looked like you're about to be murdered completely, but doing well. Alec needs to just get back up, get back on the feet. You know, just come into this fresh, you know, and do what he was doing in the first, in the first part of the match here.
Yeah, something interesting about these matches with fortification is that, you know, because you're constantly upgrading, like your fleet is just constantly getting stronger. Like even on top of just getting more troops, like you're just like slowly developing this just like really, really overpowered army. I'm really curious as to how in the first round there were like 2-minute matches, and now we're seeing like 8-minute matches. And shout out to King Noob and Synchro with their like 40-minute match in round 2. I did not know what was going on there, but I feel like this god is really like opening up a lot of new like army varieties. You know, I think that's kind of an interesting element to
The
God.
army variety of all battleships.
You know, or just like, you know, like, you know, your fleet composition
for
becomes
sure.
more of a dynamic experience rather than, you know, oh, I just like constantly have like a bit of point defense in my fleet. Like now
Yeah.
you've got who even knows.
And that's what I was
I
wondering.
guess
That's what I
eventually
was,
it does become battleships.
yeah, that's what I was saying about War and Transfiguration. There's battles seem to go a lot faster because they're more aggressive and reward you for playing aggressive. And Fortification doesn't seem like that. So maybe that's
Yeah,
why
you're
they're
right.
going
It's
so
a
long.
much you know, more slow paced. You know, really like build your army over time and then
Yeah.
wait until the right moment to really just like go for it. But if you're both fortification, I
Yeah.
guess, you know, you're just kind of waiting to see who comes out on top.
Yeah.
But there's
I mean, if
obviously,
you're
like,
both
so much going
fortification,
on
it's just a good classic game of GOG, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
That is true.
relatively minimal shenanigans, I'd say. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of just methodical, long play, consistent. You know, wing
Yeah.
fights, trading. You know, good power cutoff. So definitely entertaining to watch, nonetheless.
Right. Wait for a player to make a mistake with power and then take advantage.
And I've loved being able to, just like, not just like, you know, give yourself more troops, but really just like strengthen the troops you have.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like has made those like ability swings really interesting, you know, compared to some of the other.
Yeah, all
classic
these,
God abilities.
all those
Yeah,
zero
for sure.
planets for Blue. Alec snatching them all up here. Still very even. Sandyea slightly dipping down, but really it's anyone's game here. Abilities are up again.
Yeah, this is an open battle. At this point, I don't know. It could go either way.
Yeah, 100%. Some
And I mean-
close calls on Sandya's part early on,
Yeah.
but managed to stay in there. Lost some ships to the void there, but quickly recovering those. Big attacks. I think it's also, once you
Ooh.
get all battleships, it's harder to lose ships just because there's so much fortification on the shielding and all that stuff. So definitely, fight's
Yeah, and with
good
the
for a while.
emphasis on this map with torpedoes, it means you're going to have more, or you're going to be more likely to have battleships sooner, since you can turn all the torpedoes from your torpedo planet into, or not all of them, but a lot of them into battleships.
Yeah.
Whereas, you don't need to wait for the your just basic ship two-step conversion.
Right.
Yeah, Alec on the back foot here, though. Trying desperately to hold this asteroid. Doesn't have power. Sandea's going to snap this asteroid up here.
You have to be careful with Sandyea. Sandyea is an interesting player who I think does stronger in the late game than in the early game. And if you can hold off Sandyea for enough time, or if Sandyea can hold off for enough time, they get more powerful, and that becomes dangerous. I think that's always
definitely
been the case with Sandyea.
Alec on the back foot now. Been in this place before, but we don't want it to get even worse here. Starting to fall slightly behind on ships. Sandyea doing well with kicking these asteroids. We've got 3 minutes before map collapse, which is of course when asteroids also stop spawning, as that asteroid belt gets absolutely obliterated by that that supernova. Yeah.
Asteroid up for grabs in the back. Alec has this one. Alec doesn't have power over there either, though, so Sandya's doing a good job of keeping the power away.
Yeah. Abilities ready again. See how long it takes for players to realize here.
Well, it needs that planet. Yep, now they can come in. If they can manage to swing both the asteroids, that'll put them back in a great position.
Yeah, we'll see. I heard an asteroid get mined in the background. Who will get this? It was a red asteroid. Okay.
Yep.
I was just
This is
watching the mini
important.
map there. Yeah. Alec needs these asteroids. Oh.
Sandyea could cut power.
Sandyea needs that one planet here. Needs to fortify. Oh, can Alec get this asteroid? If Alec gets this asteroid, Alec will be in the lead again.
Sandyea trying to cut power.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Oh,
Succeeded for a
Red
minute.
gets it
But
again.
nope, Red comes back strong.
Super close. The only thing giving it power is that one planet there.
Oh,
Cuts
out of power. Out of power. Alec has to go back. Oh, this could be it for blue. Sandyea could take
The
this.
asteroid's starting to mine again. The drone just arrived.
Oh, I don't know if Alec's going to have enough time to come back.
Alec
No.
losing a lot of ships there. And now Sandyea gets further in the lead with this asteroid here.
Wow. All right.
Looking bad
And
for
here we
Alec
go.
now.
We're going to have map collapse now.
Yeah, Sandyea fought hard in the early game, was behind in the early game. But now we see the sun's about to blow here, which will remove power. Of course, after a supernova, everyone knows that there's, just so much density in the power. It's everywhere, right? Obviously, it's rocket science, guys.
It just saturates the entire universe. with
Yeah,
energy.
exactly.
It's 100%.
And there we
true.
go. Now, surely, Sandyea will be able to march this ginormous blue army straight to that red home planet with no fear.
Let's see what
No
Sandyea
need to
does there.
capture these planets anymore. Can just make an attack. And here it comes.
Red team has lost
80
control
ships
of their
here.
home base.
A lot of battleships.
It was a great play by Alec. They've come
No,
a long
yeah.
way for sure. And Sandya's won a tournament or
Sandyea
two.
could probably log out and still win at this point.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Been a long road that Blues fought here. More upgrades. Unfortunately, Alec doesn't know you can't upgrade battleships into more battleships. And here we go. Those battleships surviving as long as they can, but eventually they will fall to this volley of missiles and lasers from the blue team here.
The random Cygnus battleship flying by.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here it comes, the last.
Sandy with the classic fleet.
Yeah. Oh, the last red ships here, giving their life for the cause. But it will not be enough here. The red home planet will shatter and fall.
Nice job by both players.
Yeah. Great long fought battle here. Congratulations, Sandyea. Hopefully, good fighting on Alec's part as well, of course. All right. Well, we've got Deadly Star on the blue team going up against Frost on the red team. Some long time players for sure here.
It is a kick in the pants when you try to create 3 new gods that will rock, paper, scissors, and then everybody in the top 8 picks fortification. But we spent like 2 weeks testing these gods and balancing them, but I guess we could have probably just made one god.
I mean, strategies always develop. You know, the unspoken part about tournament is just all the time that the competitors spend practicing and training in advance. You know, we only get to see a small snippet of it, but you know, you got to understand that in order to make it up here, like these players have practiced on this map and played, you know, dozens of games.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Very rarely does someone make it in here after just, you know, deciding that they're going to participate. You know, it happens from time to time, but there's a lot of practice, a lot of refinement, and I'm sure all the gods. Well, you know, I've seen in the earlier rounds that a lot of the gods had good success. But yeah, you know, meta develops over time, you know, within a competitive game, right?
Yeah. And like you say, it's funny what we see because the players go off and then practice and find more stuff that they don't always share with the group as we're testing.
Yeah, and I also see why these players are going for this middle ring first, not because it's so great for power, but also because there's mining rigs on these planets, which is
get those ships
a lot faster than moons, by the way. So,
but how fast they take them, they go back and forth so fast. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, clashes early on. Players risking a lot here over some of these early engagements. Dead even though, right now. Anyone's game, of course. You know, we're only a minute and 47 seconds in.
I like that they both went for torpedoes early compared to the other matches we've seen so far where the torpedoes were taken later in game. So maybe something different here.
Torpedoes have a mining rig on those, so definitely once you start taking it, it starts pumping them out pretty quick. And we all know those torpedoes can be upgraded into deadly explosive battleships.
Oh, sounds like we got a radio ship somewhere. Somebody was asking about that the other day, actually, if we were going to open up radio ships again, Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would not be opposed. I'd love to see. I know there's already actually a couple songs that have been submitted, but you know, just because I was trying to be fair to people, I haven't put them in the game. So you know, I could see it. You know, as many folks know, in January, we our 1 year anniversary of being on the store is coming. And although we will be taking, you know, a bit of a break from something as crazy as God Creator for the next couple months, you know, I would love to see a lot of, you know, fun things for the community that we've cultivated over the past, you know, year. And I feel like radio ships would be a pretty natural way to do that. So, you know, if there's interest, I'd love to support more radio ships.
Cool.
I feel like they're a lot of fun. Or maybe I should just ask people to only make holiday songs and we can just have like our new GOG
instead of radio ships, we should do art. Splash screen art.
Splash screen art. The Gods of Gravity art competition. I have seen some really great artists in the community, so I think there'd be some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
if you let them go.
Or no, it introduces the new billboard ship, which flies around in its giant art.
Promotes.
I like it. I really want a billboard ship now.
Anyway, back to the match though. Frost, the asteroids will come out soon. Frost has suffered a little bit on some of these engagements, but is definitely holding in there. Deadly Star mounting a deadly attack here with a lot of ships here. Has built up quite the little army here. Frost doing his best to defend here, but it's going to ultimately concede that territory to Blue. Though, of course, as Blue turns his back, may retake it. Red losing a lot of those key production planets here, those inner rig planets, these side planets, you know. Deadly Star's done a great job on the early game offense here. Before the first asteroids have come back, been harassing Frost, and Red might be in a position where they can't really contest these first two asteroids. That's definitely the danger of, doing a lot of, losing in the early game.
Yeah.
It can be rough when the asteroids do come out.
It's a very smart strategy, is preparing for asteroids, which I don't know if we've seen before. So we'll see how it plays out for Deadly Star.
Man. Okay, Frost.
Oh, wow. I
Suffering.
didn't even see what
Real
happened
bad.
there. What was that?
Well, Frost just went in and was staring down Deadly Star's massive army, and the ships exited the wormhole.
Wow.
And unfortunately, they could not go back through that wormhole because they were staring down a giant army of blue ships there.
The first
Love to see an animatic of that. You just roll out and
Jeez.
die on entry.
That's
rough.
rough.
Though.
Yeah. Frost is a little rusty. I mean, obviously they're a great player because they've made it this far, but we know they took some 3-4 months off or something like that. Something pretty long, so the rust can show sometimes.
No, yeah. If I got in there, I know there was a demand for
gosh.
Jack in the tournament, but if I got in there, I'm gonna get yeah. No.
We're not allowed to show a developer losing on screen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd be like round one fodder. I don't know.
Well, good game.
still
good match.
well played though. Yeah.
No, yeah, and Frost
solid match.
made it hella far too. This is
Oh,
this
yeah.
is literally quarterfinals. Made it all the way from however like a lot of participants down to here. So
Oh, for sure.
big achievement on everyone's part here, especially after such a long break.
Oh,
It's
that's
all right.
Nicknope's crown is also fun. I always like that one.
All right, we've got
they rock it.
Nicknope on the blue team going up against Aiden on the red team here. The first of two semifinals matches. The winner of this match will go on to the finals. Awesome to see some pirate representation and some fellow representation actually from Nicknope here with that title. What's Aiden rocking? The bugs, right? Got rocking a Cygnus crown, so I sure hope so. Looks like he is. I think I remember seeing those big bug battleship wings. The other match. Yeah. No! Pirates!
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
I honestly can't see their movement so fast. Let me just go back to their home base.
Yeah, it's fairly standard opener here for both players. Both players, opting to, take these rigged up planets in the middle, but also these far planets for
smart.
power density. It's better to take these far planets because it increases your power range more than taking the close ones does.
I like that
So
steel.
I'm sure all these planets will be taken soon.
Oh,
All right, Mike. That song.
yeah, I got another radio ship out there. I like it.
Fight here. This planet. The pirates, waging war on the open cosmic seas. Looks like Aiden's army being led by that fearless radio ship there.
So both these players. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, both these players taking a long time to capture the torpedo planet, which we've seen a few times before.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big risk to commit to taking it here. Players also looking fairly reluctant to fight early on here. Upgradability, about to be ready for both players.
Oh, nice usage.
Nicknope probably going to run there after just seeing the big upgrade happen. Going to upgrade his own fleet.
Yeah, there are plenty of planets, neutral planets to take still. Do you go head to head or do you take some of these neutral planets?
Hard to say. I mean, I just try to build my production until the asteroids come out. I want to be at least equal on ships when the asteroids arrive. I just don't want to be behind at any point in the game, really. But when the asteroids come out, it's such a crucial moment. You need to have enough ships to be able to really mount fierce opposition there. You know.
Yeah. A great example of that was last time with Deadly Star playing a very smart match, preparing for the asteroids. Aiden kind of doing a similar strategy, taking a lot of territory and holding it.
Aiden taking a lot of L's there in the last fight as well. Going to be reduced to a few ships here. Needs to, you have about a minute or and a half at most to sort of recover here, equalize.
Yeah,
but I would not be going in and fighting.
Yeah, I think I pull back. He left that one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, fighting from behind is always real tough. You need to be very opportunistic when you're behind. Though Aiden actually doing a fairly good job trading well in these fights. A lot of point defense though, and it's blue forces are definitely scary there.
Aiden really going head to head and unnecessarily.
I know, I'm really scared for
Yeah.
Aiden here. He's head to head. I'm like biting my nails every time he gets into a fight here.
Asteroids are coming out any second.
Oh man,
This is going to be tough.
this is brutal. Maybe Aiden's strategically, losing ships to get the ability faster. Obviously, that's. I would gather what you need to do right now is Aiden. You need to upgrade to get only battleships. He needs like 5 battleships right now. I think that's how many you get for the upgrade. He needs to get only like torpedo and heavy laser on. Obviously, there's no heavy laser, I guess, but only the torpedo ships. Everyone he has on a planet, get those upgraded.
The first
Still pushing, man. I think I had to lost power there too. That's
man.
Eesh.
First asteroids too. Spooky. Has the ability.
Nicknoknope pushing power back. That's tough. Honestly, if you're Nicknoknope, you could probably focus on this planet, hold off that asteroid. Put a big dent into Aiden's forces.
Yeah, Aiden needs to upgrade.
Yeah.
So does Nicknoknope.
Yep.
But remembering when your ability is charged is a skill. Not one that many people train, but
That's for sure. I don't know how.
gotta look at your thing, see when it's
Aiden had
charged.
power there, but we're in the home planet range. Okay.
Gonna use it there. Got some battleships. Staring down a lot more battleships though. Trying to get that asteroid. It's not looking good though.
Honestly, I think if I'm
Nicknoknope able to
Nicknoknope,
hold it.
yeah, I just hold this asteroid because Aiden's going to push in because
Yeah, the
they
problem is
play
Aiden doesn't
aggressive.
have a lot of options.
Yeah.
Aiden's low on power here.
That's exactly. Yep.
Can't really do much besides fight for that asteroid. But when you're up against a player who just has more ships than you, not much you can do in the fight here.
Yeah.
And as evident, there goes that giant pirate ship blasting away at this planet here. I love that battleship.
Yeah, that's great.
That big pirate battleship. That was one of the fun ones to make, for sure.
Look at it. It's the beautiful ship.
Yeah. And
Well-
that beautiful ship will protect this red home base from being retaken here by Aiden and the last 3 ships of the Great Red Empire here. And I won't say it until it's ready and officially done. But Nicknoknope will be moving on to the finals. Aiden will be moving on to the bronze match, where he will fight valiantly for 3rd place.
blue team.
All right, we've got Cheesy Egg, aka Sandyea, on the blue team going up against Deadly Star on the red team. This is the semifinals match for tournament 31, in case you've forgotten. And we should have an exciting match here. I think the last match these players played went pretty long. Obviously, they both played different matches, but yeah. Also, we haven't even touched on it, but as you might have seen there, one of the passive abilities for the fortification god, which they're both playing, is you get a chance to spawn a ship when taking over a moon. There are, of course, like 5 moons on this map, but, you know, anything counts.
Yeah, it's that early upgrade that seems to be what players want. Although, yeah, the undead powers are just so much fun and so powerful, but like Nathan says, upgrades are forever.
Yeah, the upgrade is, you know, the redeeming factor of this. The only reason to play God of Fortification is that super powerful ability, you know, which gets you battleships quick, and you know, battleships are good. That's for sure. Sandyea off to a strong start here. Red team, you know, fighting to maintain a fair amount of ships in territory early game.
Why? I'm surprised they didn't take that planet. That's weird.
The 4 one?
Yeah, they were right there. They held off Sandya's. Oh.
Yeah. Also, here was the Deadly Star is the bug representation that I was talking about. And I think Cheesy Egg, aka Sandyea, is actually.
I think they're playing
well.
Classic.
Are they? Surely not.
Yeah, Classic.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but you're right. Deadly is Cygnus.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome to see. So, real dead even match here. Deadly Star slightly in the lead, just a little bit.
Oh, sneaky.
Deadly Star more in the lead now after Sandyea is making some aggressive attacks against these planets. I think Deadly Star looks to just be being patient, trying to maybe catch blue in an awkward spot, you know, maybe get some shots up from behind. Needs to use this upgrade ability as fast as he can. Maybe strategically picking which ships to upgrade here.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he was singling out some ships on that moon for upgrading purposes.
Sandyea doing the same.
Yep. I'm not sure. Maybe if Red Team halts the army, we could get a close up. Though I'm not sure we're going to get that to see what ships there were chosen. Either it was missile ships or laser ships. Not sure. I mean, in the chat, you can say, you know, what would you pick here? Torpedoes or heavy lasers? Looks like there's some heavy lasers there. Yeah. Looks like our players were choosing heavy lasers as their upgrade targets. Not sure if they were all heavy lasers or just they randomly, you know, shot it off on their army, but definitely got some heavy lasers in there.
See some fun orb trails happening as well.
Yeah, no doubt here. Deadly Star taking the lead here. Asteroids coming out soon. Red's in a great position for that. Sandyea needs to be careful. Sandyea been playing aggressive most of the match. Maybe just chill out a little bit. You know, be opportunistic, be patient. Because you don't want to be caught with your pants down when the first asteroids come out. That's for sure. That was instant loss. You know, well, not so much instant, but it will be hard to come back. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things is Sandyea plays aggressively in the beginning and can be pushed back, and that's what makes him stronger in the later game. But if I'm Deadly Star, I think I am pushing towards making Sandyea. Try to make them make mistakes in the early game, because in the late game, you get in trouble.
Yeah, it looks like Deadly Star doing a good job building a lead here. Asteroids about to be announced. And when they get announced, Sandyea is not going to be happy here, especially doesn't even have room to grow the fleet, needs some planets here, needs power. Deadly Star on the minimap just has such a dominant position in terms of power. Any asteroid that comes on the map, Deadly Star is going to be able to mine it. Can't say the same for blue here.
And here they are.
Asteroids out, Deadly Star instantly snapping at both. Sandyea getting one here.
Like taking out the moons. We've seen some moon neglect on this map.
Yeah, I mean, moons give you a 35% chance to get an extra troop on this god, so, you know, gotta snap them up. Oh, but it's so rough here. Deadly Star building a real crazy lead here. on blue team here.
Just keeping that
And
power
blue team
locked
is just
down,
mainly
too.
what you don't want to happen when you're behind is for you not to have any, like, you don't want to be behind in ships and in like territory, because at that point it's super rough. You don't have a lot of options. You know, you can't really play opportunistic. You're forced into making bad attacks, and that's exactly what's happening to blue team here as red just builds this dominant lead.
Yeah,
Asteroid's going the way of red, and
it comes that same point as last time, in the last game we just saw, which is if somebody's desperate enough to fight for that asteroid and you have more troops, just let them camp there, and people will just send their ships to their death, which is what we just saw in this game and last game.
Yeah.
But there's not much
And Deadly
you can do,
Star,
right.
you know, built a lead early on by playing patient and opportunistic. Then, you know, had a lead going into the asteroids, was able to get both the asteroids, and then leverage those to push Sandyea back to the base. Sandyea was forced to make bad attacks, lost ships, game over. So Deadly Star will be moving on to the finals, where he'll go against Nicknoknope. Sandyea will be moving to the bronze match, where we'll go against Aiden, fighting for third place. So we'll run the bronze match, then the finals, and then Nathan's special God Creator teaser.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they exited
Yeah.
fast. All right, go on.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Sandyea on the blue team going up against Aiden on the red team. Fortification mirror match. Both players rushing this inner ring. Why? Well, there's rigs on it, and it's pretty good for power. See them also taking this moon, preying on that 35% chance for a bonus ship, maybe, you know. Obviously, it'll just be the deciding factor of this match, you know, whether they get the 2 bonus ship potentials or not.
Yeah, and this is a map most of these players play on a ton because they're very much used to seeing it in ranked, so they have the routes, they know the strategies.
Yeah, Aiden getting that point defense planet and the moon will start to produce those. Point defense definitely important in this match. You know, it's easy to get battleships, which have very powerful shields, but battleships do not protect your fleet from missiles in the same way that point defense ships do. So every player will be wanting to make sure that they have a producing point defense planet at all times.
Aiden not afraid to go head to head early, which I don't know is good or bad on this map.
Yeah, Aiden's siphoning up those ships there. Oh, big fight here for the early game. Power issues on Aiden, needs to be careful.
Sandyea being super aggressive there.
Player's going to disengage. Regroup, maybe.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like the punishing the lone ship out
Oh, comes in at the end with the help of those turrets. Going to be able to hold off Sandyea there.
there. Oh, Sandyea might be being a little too aggressive.
Yeah, Sandyea was playing aggressive last match, and I think that was kind of the doom. Sandyea didn't trade well, made some poor attacks early on, which resulted in Sandyea not being prepared for the asteroids to come out. So a Deadly Star to really push that advantage.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened to Aiden, so both players maybe will play a little differently, but we'll see.
Yeah, though as I say, that's dead even game right now.
Yeah.
Upgrades about to happen here. Upgrades, people upgrades. So hopefully, there we go.
Thrown in both players, not discriminating.
Yeah, not going to filter any ships there. Just give me my upgrades. No time to really can pick those. Not much point anyways.
Changing sides of the map.
Yeah, these players wanting to position themselves in a good position for asteroids by really getting a lot of those plants to increase their power range. That way, when the asteroids come out, ideally, you know, you're ready to contest both of them. That's the dream. You know, more options equals more victory, obviously. Sandyea slightly up on ships, Aiden up on territory, so you know, usually it's better to be up on ships, but you know, still even. If asteroids came out now, no one's gonna be screwed. So, you know, that's a good sign.
Couple exchanges of the same planets.
Yeah, Sandyea slightly ahead in ships. Good job. Though Aiden has a lot of power here. Looking at the minimap, it's less ships, but really, really good coverage of power. Sandyea slightly less so. Though, of course, you can convert those ships into more planets, so... Now Aiden going on the offensive, picking away at some of these defenses, taking some planets here. Oh man, Blue suffered some losses there. Asteroids will come out in the next 30 seconds. Sandyea needs to be ready for them this time. Sandyea behind in ships. Needs to be super careful. Don't throw. Don't throw. You know, that's the kind of goal here.
Yeah, Aiden trying to push advantage, keep engaged, which is a smart play.
Yeah, exactly. Aiden has tons of planets here. Just looking at that bar around the minimap there. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I'm Aiden here, I'm going after whatever asteroid spawns in Sandyea's camp first.
Yeah, if Sandyea needs some freaking power. So, luckily, Aiden knows that. Going to defend.
All right, here we go.
Asteroids out. Where are they? Up high and down low, looks like. Luckily, one right above Sandyea's home base, so can definitely contest this one.
Yeah. You can hold that. But...
This is not what you want. You need to start mining this. You cannot let Aiden get the asteroid and then leverage that other asteroid into getting yours. That is something that can definitely happen, especially if one gets stalled out, which I expect this one to get.
Yeah.
And whenever that happens, you need to be stalling the opponent's one, but since Sandyea doesn't have power here, it should be very easy for Aiden to stall this one until Aiden mines the other one. And then once Aiden mines the other one, can use that advantage to, you know, really snowball here into the other one.
There it goes. So what I do is I do the same thing. I gather all ships, put them on this asteroid, let Sandyea try to take it.
Yeah, and now that other asteroid just hit, if you camp that one with all your ships, Sandyea will be forced to try to cut power.
Yep.
And Sandyea, you can't fight it head on. Gotta cut power here.
Yep. And that's a mistake so many players have made, is trying to battle that head on, and exactly what happened. You were in a massive deficit.
That's why you want to make sure you have an equal number of ships and good power coverage going into the asteroids. You have to be prepared to fight over both of them.
Yep.
And now Aiden's just in such a powerful position that he can split forces between defending this thing for the power cutoff and taking the home planet here.
Asteroid gets mined, it'll come down, help reinforce that. Oh, no.
Yeah, and this will spell disaster for Sandyea here. Aiden showing some a good, you know, just great play here, honestly. Yeah. You know, showing how to use those asteroids to win.
We'll just enjoy some music from the radio ship.
And those pirates will claim another planet. And there it goes. Boom.
Nice.
All right. So Aiden will be our third place in this tournament. Sandyea, of course, came a very long way and is fourth place. So congratulations to everyone, obviously. But now the match that we've all been waiting for. We'll be right back with the finals. All right, welcome everybody to the finals of Tournament 31. We've got Nicknoknope on the blue team going up against Deadly Star on the red team. Both players playing this custom god of fortification here, which is players. Yeah, mainly about upgrades. You can upgrade your ships. That's its ability here.
Yeah, both players have played fortification well. Both players have been very aggressive but smart in their play. setting themselves up in the early game, and it'll be interesting to see both of them go at it.
No, yeah, both these players have done super well. Very dominant performances in all their matches, long matches too. Very patient and sort of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say the other two gods had much quicker matches. As we were watching the first few rounds, those matches were getting over in 2-3 minutes. I was super impressed at how fast they were moving. But yeah, Fortification's a little slower, more methodical god.
Yeah, build a very powerful battleship-rich army. Over time, though, it takes time. Many upgrade cycles to get there.
Yeah, the other cool thing about these gods is these three gods are only available on this map. So part of what you can do with God Creator is you can create special gods to be played on a specific map if you have Map Creator. So with the combination of those two DLCs, you can do stuff like this where if you want somebody to try a specific set of gods, the only way they can do it is by playing it on your map. So lots of fun, lots of creativity.
And you can create really, handcrafted experiences,
Yeah.
You want a map that, themed around, Thanos attacking, versus a boss fight or whatever you want to do, right? It's all in your hands.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've got fairly even trades, though. Deadly Star taking the lead here early on. Asteroids out in about 3 minutes here.
Yeah.
So we've still got time, to make a play on someone early, to put them in a bad position. But both our players know that, and they will be doing their best here to play conservatively, play opportunistically, make sure they always have the production planets that they need, start building their armies.
Yeah, both these players are playing very methodically. I like it.
And they also know that it's important for power to go and harass these bases that, they don't really have much production. There's no rigs on these, the ones in the outer ring. But they allow you to, extend your power range into the enemy's territory, which you need for when those asteroids come out. Otherwise, you can have what happened to you last game happen.
Both of them making very quick use of their upgrades, which is smart. You don't want to hold those.
Yeah, some ship died to the asteroid belt just there. Not sure. I heard of that in the background. Some heavy lasers getting shots off.
Look at those heavy lasers.
Yeah, they got those via the upgrade ability. We're already through our first sort of cycle with that.
Deadly Star not letting that go easy.
Yeah, Deadly Star doing a good job with ships here, in the lead a little bit. Has good power coverage too. Nicknoknope moving tentatively into red territory there, trying to just juke a little bit. Nicknoknope cannot afford to take losses right now. So needs to play very methodically here.
Yeah, I think what I'd do is take some of those neutral 9-spot planets, just to increase my power and not really battle it out too much.
Yeah. Usually when, in this scenario, if you're behind, you just want to take production planets that are not defended. You don't really want to fight head on. Maybe get some opportunistic attacks in there if the enemy gets distracted, coming from behind, get a little kills and bounce.
Yeah.
Right? Make those conservative sort of plays.
Yeah, because I'm sure Deadly Star's more than happy to engage here with this ship.
Yeah, Deadly Star would love for some big fights here. Would love to take advantage of the ship lead that they have now to win those big fights. And Nicknoknope needs to dance around that red army, make opportunistic attacks on both the fleet and the planets, But this is not the time for World War III level engagements here.
Yeah, for sure.
And these asteroids are about to come out. Both teams have good power coverage. The question is, will Nicknoknope's ship shortage allow Deadly Star to get both these asteroids here?
Players looking around for them. Asteroids are
Deadly
up.
Star actually losing a lot of ships here. Is at max capacity. Needs to focus on expanding planets before they can focus on these asteroids, which puts them in a tough spot. This could be what Nicknoknope needs to come back here.
Yeah, this could be a
or
good
at least
trade.
just get a one-in-one trade here. on asteroids.
This is smart by Nicknoknope, kind of harassing those planets, keeping that fleet cap low. Deadly Star's gonna have to be careful, not lose ships like that.
In a favorable position here, was able to claw back into this and is now in a leading position, if only slightly.
I don't think I'd mess with that asteroid. I think I'd just mess with the planets
just
around
give
it.
it to him at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nicknoknope's going to get the one in the background and has more planets right now.
Yep.
Needs to not get that asteroid go to waste here. Okay, asteroid ships are going to integrate into the blue fleet with no issues there in transit. That's good. Oh, Deadly Star losing power there.
Ooh.
Was able to move out very quickly, so wasn't punished. Nicknoknope making attacks now. Red team suffering on ship sizes. Nicknoknope owning more planets and ships at this point. Deadly Star is in a rough position.
So you have to be very careful. If you're Deadly Star, don't get too aggressive. But Nicknoknope going full swing aggression here, which is
you can tell this match kicked up in pace twofold after those asteroids came out. Both players frantically now exchanging control of planets here.
Deadly Star has to be very careful.
And here comes Nicknoknope. Just been consistently building this lead. As soon as Nicknoknope was down the first half of the game, but is now clawed back in and is actually mounting an attack on the red home planet. Has a lot of ships here. Deadly Star needs a bit of a miracle at this point. Some good power cuts, maybe an asteroid steal, something. Gonna upgrade there. That's a start. But now Nicknoknope just playing right on Deadly Star here.
Red team has lost control.
Just leaving a little
Now
too
applying
early.
pressure with that home base takeover. Timer starting here. Deadly Star needs to come and defend or do something. And that's not where you want to be with less ships here.
Has regained control of their home base.
Gonna be able to take it. But in the meantime, Nicknoknope was just farming the asteroids in the background. That's something you can do is if you attack the enemy home planet, even if you don't mean to take it, it's like it forces them to do something about it, right? They can't just, it distracts their focus, which allows you to build an even more devastating lead.
For sure, and I think Deadly Star's getting a little nervous. They've been leaving these planets with one on there. And you can't afford to do that right now.
Yeah, needs to have some. Oh man, Nicknoknope just ate Deadly Star's army there on that planet. Man, that was brutal. And now Nicknoknope in a position to split the forces in half. One on the home base, one on a nearby planet, and this will spell doom for Deadly Star here.
What an intense match, though. Man, both these players played so well all the way through the
I mean,
tournament.
it's not over yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Let's look at Deadly King Claw's way back in.
Nicknoknope going for the sun, just like, okay, not taking my chances with that. It was feeling a little sketchy, against a player as good as Deadly Star. Oh, coming in from behind here.
Control of their home base.
Blue eating more red ships here. Those pirates are brutal. They do not, they don't let up. Nicknoknope stealing all the loot on the red home planet right now. There will be nothing left except a husk of the planet in about 15 seconds. Deadly Star down to 0 ships here.
Looks like some good sportsmanship happening.
Oh yeah, 100%. Big respect to all these players for making this far. Two great players. Nicknoknope will prevail. Try and W here.
Blue team wins.
Congratulations. Nicknoknope will be getting a spot on that champions pillar in the main menu. And of course, cosmetics for everyone who, based on their last tournament placement.